So this black guy got a swastika tattoo, and he also got a tattoo of Hitler on the other arm. His arms are covered in white supremacist tattoos. And there's copyright music playing in the video, so like I'm not going to play the video cuz I don't want to get copyright struck. But he goes on to explain that the reason he has these tattoos is he's killed more than white supremacists ever would. And he's not the only person I've met black gang members that have swastika tattoos before, and they said that that's the reason they have it. In fact, I know a lot of gangster disciples that used to have swastika tattoos, and if you ask them why they have swastika tattoos, they say it's because they've killed more than the Ku Klux Klan. That's what they say. And so I've run into members of black gangs that basically brag that they've killed more black people than white supremacists ever would. And I'm telling you, like, I've met members of black gangs in prison when I was in prison that have walked up to me and said, I've killed more. I'm not going to say it on YouTube. I've killed more than you ever will. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. And so this is becoming, and I thought this was just like a small inside joke, but this is becoming a thing now, you know? And I have to ask young black males, like, are y'all okay? Because I teach people to be proud of who they are. And you tattooing that stuff on you and hurting your own people, I don't support that or endorse that. I mean, I understand sharing this on Telegram for the meme value because it's a meme, and I understand people can share it for the lulz or whatever. But like, I really don't want people. I don't want you guys embracing this way of thinking, because in prison, the white guys get the white tattoos because it's a matter of life and death, and we're trying to protect ourselves. It's not about hating other people in there. It's because it's a life or death thing, and people are trying to hurt us in prison. It's why we got those tattoos in prison. You going out of your way to hurt your own people, that's not cool to me. I'm not endorsing that or supporting that at all. And I got a little bit upset with Handsome Truth when he did that. Because here's a guy that was a fan of yours, and he destroyed his life, and you're cheering like that's funny. And I don't hate other people of other races. I really don't. And so I got a little bit mad at Handsome Truth because I don't know with him where the shock value begins and where the truthfulness ends with him. But I think he's just bound and determined to put his foot in his mouth, and that's really the reason he's not on YouTube and I am. It's the reason that in order for him to get on YouTube, he has to come out, he has to drive out here, and I have to do an interview with him that's going to be like heavily edited because he can't shut up because he just has to say shocking shit. And like, I just don't want anybody thinking that I think it's cool that this guy is killing other people of his race. I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's funny. Um, as far as like practically, in a practical way, if there ever was a race war, I guess if they're killing each other, that would make me safer. But that doesn't mean I take any joy in it. From a tactical, strategic perspective, yeah, if there was ever a race war, them killing each other would make me safer, I guess, because it just mathematically would be less of them I have to deal with. But from a human perspective, these are still human beings killing each other. I don't get off on that. I don't like that. I'm not an evil psychopath. I don't like seeing people kill each other, no matter what race they are. And so that's one thing that people don't understand about me. Sorry, guys, I'm very sick. You guys are making me come in front of this camera, even though I'm sick. I don't have much of a choice. You guys blow up my phone and say, you got to make more videos. I tried doing some reruns on the live streams, and you guys wouldn't let me do that. You guys wouldn't allow me to do that. You called me out for it. But anyways, I just want to ask young black men, are you guys all right? Do you guys need counseling or something? Like, for real, like, this is, Like, this has gotten so out of hand. You guys really need to figure out a way to get along with each other and not, like, not kill each other. I don't like uh people betraying their own race. I don't like it when my race does it. I don't like it when people hurt their own people. I despise that. You know, I don't like it when my people hurt their own people. I don't like people that betray and murder and hurt their own people. Like that, from my moral compass, my epistemology, my philosophy, my way of thinking is, you don't hurt your own people. And so this right here, I thought it was funny at first, but the more I watch it, like the more disgusted by it I am. And I really don't want to see you guys continuing to hurt each other. I don't want to see it. But unfortunately, I think it's going to keep happening forever. I think you guys can't stop. You're locked in the cycle of violence and bloodshed, and you're never going to be able to fucking stop. And I want you guys to stop and figure out that there's a better way of living. That not having to worry about getting hit by a bullet when you're walking down the street because you might have offended somebody on Instagram. That's no way to live. It's absolutely no way to live. It's exhausting. And so please, guys, not for me. Don't do it for me. Do it for yourselves. Because I don't have to deal with it. I don't live in your neighborhood. But do you really want to live in a world where you have to fear for your life every time you go outside? Because you know it's not me you got to fear when you walk down the street. You know that. And so I'm asking you guys, for your own sake, don't do it for me. Jordan Jareb didn't tell you to do it. This is for your own soul. This is for your own life. This is for the future of your own kids. Cut this crap out. Stop the cycle of violence and bloodshed. Stop it. Try to build something. Focus on the advancement of your own people. Focus on stuff like Marcus Garvey. It's the best thing you can do. Stop hurting each other. Focus on doing good things for yourselves. That's my honest, true advice for you guys. And I hope you guys listen to what I have to say, you know? And the liberals, they're going to say that I hate you guys. They're going to say all this crazy stuff because apparently the liberals say on my behalf how I feel about things. I can't speak for myself. Southern Poverty Law Center and the ADL have to speak for me. I'm not allowed to speak for myself. So they're going to tell you that I hate you guys and want nothing but bad for you guys. Well, that's not really true. But I don't want to live in a chaotic world where everything's falling apart. I care about my people and my culture, and I want you guys to care about your people and your culture. Stop hurting each other. Stop this cycle of violence. Please. It's bad for your soul to be pushing this stuff into the universe. Just chill. Just relax. Everybody should take their EBT card to Dollar General, and you can have you a little barbecue. And everybody could just kind of relax. Maybe leave the Glocks at home. Leave the Glocks with the switches and shit at home. Just relax. Can you do that? Is it possible to just take a deep breath and relax? And who gives a fuck what such and such said on Instagram when he was drunk the other day? Who cares? Let it go. Be the bigger man. That's all I have to say to you guys. See you on the next one. Jordan Jareb, signing off.